Hey, it's Jeff again. I've been seeing in a lot of comments that there's a lot of people that don't understand how to meditate, so I wanted to try and break it down super simple so that people can try and meditate and understand what's happening and get the hang of it and actually get the benefits out of meditating instead of just trying to meditate. So learning to meditate is like learning to do anything. Take for granted driving and maybe using your phone, or walking out the house with your keys and locking the door and you don't remember how you did it because you weren't thinking about it really, because you've already learned how to walk, you concentrated on it really hard and then you learned how to use the key lock, you concentrated on that one thing very hard until you learned how to do it, so then you can have your full concentration on whatever you want while you're walking and locking the door, getting into the car, all the stuff you've learned to do, so it's very easy. So when you first learn how to meditate, you have to first focus on something like, no particular order, but just having good posture. So you just want to sit there and just practice, keeping all your chakras lined up, keeping your head above your shoulders, not slouching, trying to have a cross-leg position if you can, and just, trying to relax. And it might take, a couple different times of trying to incorporate everything together at once, but really just focusing on just sitting up straight, just really focusing all your attention on just sitting up straight only. And then after a couple minutes of just really focusing, like every time you start to slouch or something, just sit back up straight. And then after you become aware and your body incorporates that learned lesson, then all of a sudden you can think about stuff and it'll just be sitting up straight. And as soon as you start to slouch, your brain will automatically make you sit back up straight. And so that would be step one, in my opinion. Step two would be getting comfortable sitting up straight, keeping your eyes closed, and breathing deeply. You have to breathe through your stomach. You want to let your chest loose, let your stomach loose, and just really sitting up straight and just focus on letting your breathing with your stomach in and out, because every time you breathe in, you want to clench your abs, or you want to clench your chest, and then you're all tense and it's not going to work. So you have to focus your whole attention on breathing with your stomach and not using your chest, just breathing in and out with your stomach, like there's a hole in your back and you're breathing through the hole in your back. And then once you've done that for a few minutes, maybe a couple different times, now your brain is aware without you thinking about it of breathing deeply through with your stomach and sitting up straight. So now you can kind of focus more on what the point of meditation is you have your eyes closed and you're sitting up straight and you're breathing very deeply through your nose and out through your mouth. And now you're focusing on one point. It could be your knee, it could be your toe, it could be the tip of your nose, it could be just the breath going past your mouth, it could be anything. So now that you're sitting up straight, you're comfortable, you're breathing properly, now you can focus on just one point, and all of a sudden you'll realize, oh, my brain just went to thinking about Jimmy or Johnny or Becky or whoever, or what I did yesterday, or I need to go take a shower or something like that. And then pulling your attention back to that one point and keeping breathing real deeply is when you actually rewire in your brain. So that's like weightlifting. You would literally pick up a weight and you would be lifting it. So while you're holding the weight, you'd be considered lifting weight. So while you're sitting up straight, breathing deeply, and focusing on one point, you're actually lifting that mental weight. And then when your mind wanders and you bring it back to that one point and you keep it there, that's the training, that's the weightlifting. So the best way to start, in my opinion, is just to try and clear your mind. So every time a thought comes into your mind, you're just letting it go with the breath out, and you're just focusing all your attention on your nose, per se. So every breath, your nose, every breath, your nose. And then after like 5 or 6, 10 breaths, you start to feel kind of euphoric. And, you're breathing really deeply. That's the whole point, is to get oxygenated. Also, the lymphatic system in your brain is detoxifying your brain, and the way to get that puppy going is to breathe in real deeply through your nose. It can't be your mouth. Mouth is like panic. You breathe through your nose, and now you're getting comfortable. But through your stomach. And eventually you can get 5 minutes to pass by pretty easily without thinking about a damn thing, and then you feel good about yourself, and you've rewired your brain a little bit, and then the next time maybe you can go 7 minutes, and the next time you go 10. I've gotten to the point where I can sit there for 30 minutes and maybe my mind slips like 3 or 4 times and I bring it right back. And then you can get into listening to meditation music and keeping your focus just on the music. It's best to not have lyrics because lyrics make you think about other things, but if you just hear music, you just hear a beat or a vibe or a bell that gets all your different chakras going, it becomes a lot easier to just relax and just melt into that meditation music, and before you know it, you're getting pretty good at it and you're feeling better. And when you're in a stressful situation, you kind of just take a deep breath, center your focus, take it away from Becky or Billy or Johnny and bring it back to yourself. No anxiety because you're focusing on yourself. And if focusing on yourself is giving you anxiety, then you can put your attention on something else and just breathe in deeply and focus on the thing you want to focus on. If you're doing something, physical, or you're doing something, manual that you need to be focused on, and you're focused on someone else, or you're focused on yourself, then meditation helps you to keep your focus on the thing you're trying to do. So an analogy for me would be, I'm trying to do wheelies on my dirt bike, and there's people watching, and they might even be yelling, and I keep my focus directly on my wheelies, and I've become very successful with that. So meditation's helped me go far with that. So anyways, I hope this helps somebody, and I hope you guys have a nice day. Bye.